Why does the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, truck out its poop? It's a shocking truth that one of the most advanced and luxurious buildings on the planet still relies on trucks to transport human waste out of the city. In this video, we'll dive into why this is the case, explore the history behind Dubai's rapid development, and understand how this strange situation came to be. Stick around to learn about the unique challenges of managing waste in such a massive structure and what Dubai plans to do about it in the future. Dubai's rise as a global city is nothing short of impressive. The government poured money into creating stunning attractions to draw tourists and businesses from all over the world. They have no sales or income tax, making it an attractive destination for investors and companies. The Burj Khalifa, which cost a whopping $1.5 billion to build, is a prime example of Dubai's ambition to stand out. But this grandeur comes with a price. To fund these massive projects, Dubai has accumulated a lot of debt. At their peak, Dubai had a debt of $120 billion in 2020. But as of 2023, their debt is around $66 billion, which is 51% of their GDP. While this might not seem too high compared to other countries like the US, which have even higher debt-to-GDP ratios, Dubai's situation is different. Without stable income from taxes or oil, Dubai relies heavily on tourism and investments. This makes their financial situation more volatile. The city needs a constant flow of tourists and investors to keep up with its debt and continue growing. This backdrop sets the stage for understanding why some things, like a comprehensive sewage system for the Burj Khalifa, were overlooked. The global financial crisis of 2008 hit Dubai hard. Many state banks were on the brink of collapse, and the city's rapid expansion plans were suddenly at risk. To avoid bankruptcy, Dubai had to get a $20 billion bailout from the Central Bank of Abu Dhabi in 2009. This financial lifeline helped keep the city afloat, but it also highlighted just how fragile Dubai's economic model was. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, was determined not to introduce income tax as a solution. He believed that doing so would make Dubai less attractive to tourists and investors, which the city desperately needed. Instead, the focus remained on finishing high-profile projects like the Burj Khalifa to draw attention and bring in revenue. This decision had lasting impacts on how the city managed its infrastructure, including its waste management system. When it came to finishing the Burj Khalifa, the priority was speed and cutting costs. The building's completion was seen as crucial to putting Dubai back in the global spotlight and attracting more tourists and investors. As a result, some essential systems, like a proper sewage system, were not given the attention they needed. Instead of connecting the Burj Khalifa to the city's existing sewer system, which would have required significant expansion and expense, the decision was made to truck the waste out of the city. The city's sewer system simply couldn't handle the additional load from such a massive building, so, in a bid to save time and money, waste from the Burj Khalifa is collected and transported by trucks to treatment facilities. This might sound strange for such a modern and advanced building, but it was a practical decision given the financial pressures and the urgency to complete the project. This approach might have been cheaper in the short term, but it led to an inefficient and costly system where trucks now have to constantly shuttle waste away from the skyscraper, often waiting in long lines at treatment plants to unload. So how does waste from the Burj Khalifa actually get disposed of? When you flush a toilet in the Burj Khalifa, the waste travels down pipes at incredibly high speeds. In fact, it shoots down at around 122 miles per hour. This speed is faster than most trains, which is pretty wild if you think about it. To prevent the waste from bouncing back when it hits the bottom, the pipes are designed with specific angles and bends. This slows down the waste and makes sure it flows smoothly into the main drainage system. These pipes are also soundproofed. Nobody wants to hear waste rushing through pipes all day, especially in a luxury building like the Burj Khalifa. Normally, in other buildings, waste would flow into a municipal wastewater treatment system or a septic system. Some greener buildings even filter and reuse the wastewater for things like landscaping or flushing toilets again, but that's not the case here. Instead, the waste from the Burj Khalifa is collected in holding tanks. From there, it's pumped into trucks. These trucks then transport the waste out of the city to treatment facilities. This process happens multiple times a day. The trucks are usually bright orange, so they're hard to miss if you're ever in Dubai. It's a bit surprising that such an advanced building relies on such an old-fashioned method for waste disposal, but given the financial constraints and the rush to complete the building, this was the chosen solution. The Burj Khalifa is not just tall, it's also huge in terms of capacity. The building can accommodate up to 35,000 people at full occupancy. With that many people, you can imagine how much waste is produced every day. It's estimated that the Burj Khalifa generates around 15 tons of sewage daily. This includes not just human waste, but also wastewater from showers, sinks, and cleaning activities. To break it down, if each person produces about 200 grams of waste a day, that adds up to around 7 tons of solid waste. When you include the water used in toilets and other daily activities, the total waste is about 15 tons. That's a huge amount of waste that needs to be managed and taken out of the city. Because of this massive amount, trucks have to make several trips each day to handle the load. This constant movement of trucks highlights just how big of a challenge waste management is for such a large building. The current waste management system for the Burj Khalifa raises serious health and sanitation concerns. Transporting waste by trucks means that there is always the risk of spills and leaks. This can lead to contamination of the local environment and pose health risks to the residents and workers in the area. Recognizing the inefficiencies and health concerns of the current waste management system, Dubai has started planning for major improvements. In 2017, the city announced a significant investment of $8 billion to overhaul its sewage system. This new system is designed to be one of the most advanced in the world, inspired by top-notch systems like those in Singapore. The new sewer system aims to eliminate the need for the orange waste trucks by creating a network capable of handling the massive amounts of waste generated by buildings like the Burj Khalifa. The project started in 2019 and is expected to be completed by 2025. Once finished, it will not only handle the current waste, but also accommodate future growth in the city. The new system will use advanced technologies to process waste more efficiently and sustainably. For instance, wastewater will be treated and reused for irrigation and other purposes, reducing the overall environmental impact. This is a significant step forward for Dubai, aligning with its vision to be a modern, sustainable city. By investing in this infrastructure, Dubai is addressing one of the critical issues that come with rapid urban development. This new system will help ensure that the city can continue to grow and attract tourists and investors without compromising on health and sanitation standards. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Knowledge Matrix and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.